My name is Darlis Mays, and I'm here to talk about the Akashic Field. I do a lot of other healing work. I'm studying to be a Fa Shi healer, which is an ancient Qigong healing, medical healing technique. I'm actually on level 3 out of 5, and that's been amazing, but the Akashic, I keep coming back to Akashic Records. In fact, when I do the healing for the Fa Shi, I actually incorporate the records. Everything I do, the dowsing, I never do the dowsing without first opening the records. So everything I do has been permeated by the Akashic Field. As time goes on, I keep learning more and more. It's been really exciting. In fact, right before the last class, I was given a new book that was just published on the Akash, and it's just added a whole new level. It's been incredible. Teaching, it's been really great. People that come to my class either are like, some of them are searching for their path, don't know quite where they fit on the path yet, and they're like adding a lot of things to their toolbox and seeing what sticks. And then some people are already mediums and intuitives and are already working in another healing modality, and then add the Akash like I do with everything else. So it's been really great to teach it and to see who's going to show up at my class. They're amazing people that show up every single time. So it's been really fun for me, and I've learned a lot of new things too. I was working with this couple about 2 years ago, and I explained Akashic Records to them, and they weren't sure that they wanted me to open up their records. But I'm telling you, with a couple that I'm just meeting, it's really hard. They each individually have their story, and then there's a story somewhere in there, and I don't have a whole lot to go on, and I usually have an hour to do some magic. So I asked them if I could open the Akashic Records for them. They said no. They were of a religious belief that they didn't really want to get into that realm. So I started to do the counseling session, and I just felt stuck. I felt dead in the water. So I said, I'm sorry, can I just do this? Can I open my own records so that I'm getting divine information? I'm getting great information from the Akashic Field for myself. It doesn't have anything to do with you. But I'll get a clear path into what we need to do. We ended up spending 2.5 hours together that day, got heads up so much farther than I would have done in a regular session. It turns out, while I was going to their office to open my own Akashic Records, they bring this picture off the wall from their upstairs bedroom. And the picture is each of them at 5 years old. And they came down all excited with this picture and said, we put this picture together of each of us at 5 years old because doesn't it look like we could be brothers and sisters? And strange enough, of course, the Akashic Field had already told me some of the stuff was a past life that they were going through as brother and sister. So I told them that, and the very next day the woman called me for a reading just for herself. So you know, without it, I can't imagine my life without the Akashic Field. For the last 9 years, 10 years, there's never been a major decision in my life that I didn't ask out of the Akashic realm. Why am I doing this? What's the benefit? How can this be for the highest good? Help me with making this decision. I know lately it's changed and shifted a little bit for me because I've been in the Akashic Records for so much that it was funny. About a year ago I made a major decision with a money issue, and I didn't ask, and I got back after buying this $5,000 machine and said, wow, I didn't really ask about that. And the Masters and Teacher said, Darlis, you've been in the field so long, nothing's being brought to you that's not for your highest good anymore. It's just been you working in the realm all these years. But I know when I was offered a job in Belize, and I really didn't want to move out of the country. My daughter was in college at the time. Life was pretty good for me. I was doing intervention work. I was doing an intervention 1 or 2 a month, spending beach time, yoga time, out to lunch and dinner with all my friends. Life was pretty good. And I'm like, why am I going to move to this third world country to work in residential treatment, which I said I would never do again. And the field said, well, it's for spiritual purposes. Well, they know me. If it's to grow spiritually, I'm all about that. So I moved down, and things were Hyoka within 2 weeks. We had our first hurricane within 2 weeks of me working there, had to move the patients out of their residence. Things were just wild. So I called Sharon. If there's a real emotional issue or really close to the breast for me, I still will get another reader to do a reading for me so that I'm not clouded at all. So I was calling Sharon for readings on a regular basis, and she really helped me through. The Akashic Field really helped me through that whole entire time. I don't know, it's just, I would encourage you that if you don't know about it, come and get a reading. Maybe that will open things up for you. Please come and do a class with me. I make them really affordable. You know, it doesn't matter where you're on the path. Sometimes I'll get a call and say, well, I'm not at that level. And it's like, this is the level. This is the foundation. And the sky's the limit after you have this foundation. After you can tap into this realm of knowledge for yourself and for others, it's really powerful. The classes are affordable. They're really fun. You know, we do a lot of laughing. When we're all together, it's really like a distant family that we're just reuniting. And it's really a great time. So I would just encourage you to come, get a reading, come, learn about it to open your own. What we do in the level 1 is to teach a sacred prayer, to teach you how to get into the Akashic field. Level 2 is for you to deepen your practice and then also read for others. So it's just a wonderful time. And then there is a level 3, and that's a year-long process to become a teacher. So I'd encourage you to come out and do that. Thanks so much.